Good morning, guys. Too bad these Corona stocks couldn't hold their gains into the open. They were all gapping up nicely, and now they faded past half an hour or so. I only got some Codex short. I added 17,000 shares in the 1950, I think. They had a PR, so this one is up the most so far because they had a PR. But I've located AI and APT. Hopefully they can pop out of the gate. SBC, yeah, maybe. I'll be interested in a short if it gets to 30 today. That would be interesting for a meter version short. But I'm still not trusting the market. It feels like we may bounce today and maybe for a few more days, and then they're gonna pull the rug. There are some stocks setting up nicely on the long side, like D-Dog, LK. Especially this LK looks it looks amazing. DQQQ, no, unfortunately I'm not in full size. I lightened down here midday, unfortunately, but I still have most of my shares. I'm gonna try to be cautious this week. I don't wanna. Usually my biggest pullbacks always come after my biggest runs, so I don't wanna get super aggressive on anything. You know, I did some Codex pre-market. I'm gonna do some APT if it sets up well. I'll do some AHPI maybe. But, you know, I'm not going to be close to the size I was in on Friday. I'll do maybe a third or half of the size I did on Friday. Because the setups are not as good. TRIL. I think maybe this thing has a fade. It's up because of another stock got bought out. Or because of another stock that had data. It's up almost 2,000%. Interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if this trill maybe fades later. Yeah, OMI. I saw this thing getting pumped a little bit over the weekend as a potential virus play. Then there's other one also, DYAI, very thin stock. I'll keep an eye on these. I'm not super excited. There's just so many things going on right now. I don't know. I don't want to get overextended. Like I have a lot of things on my intraday watch right now. Literally 6 stocks I'm watching out of the gate. I hate it. I hate when that happens, but you know, gotta be prepared. And I'm down to 5 positions. Like this Codex, I would love to see a push towards VWAP and get a fail there, and then we get some opening range lows or something like that. APT, same thing. I would love to see a push out of the gate, preferably, and AHPI too. IBIO is holding up fairly well. Maybe we get a trade on it later. Yeah, I only use the 65 EMA on the daily and the 60-minute chart. Oh, okay, I see here. I'm using apparently the exponential on the intraday. I didn't even know that. It doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Use whatever you want. I didn't even know I was using the EMA on the intraday. It's just a visual guide. It really doesn't matter. AHPI is having a little bit of upticks here. I hope we get a little bit of a calmer week than we had last week. Last week, especially Thursday and Friday, were pretty stressful. The swings I had were just insane. I'm still kind of exhausted, to be honest. All right, let's see what we have here. Wow, APT is below yesterday's lows. These things are so weak, man. They couldn't get enough of these things on Wednesday and Thursday, and now they can't sell fast enough. Funny how the markets work. Yep, and now we are fading the gap up so far in the markets. Am I for position short? Nah, maybe short-term short, but the entry was like, it's too late to enter now. The entry was like opening range shows, like the first 1 minute candle. Below that, NVAX had an offering, FTSV buyout. What an amazing stock. This thing was in the 5s just like 4 months ago. And now they got bought out at like 93, 94. Are you kidding me? Oh, this thing, it's super thin. Oh, APT, come on. They wouldn't let me in on that one. CHI, what's this one doing? What is this? Oh, what is this? Did they have a PR? I like the fact that they've had a lot of volume lately. Oh, they're halted. When is this AHPI getting unhalted? 8, 9. Inside of a minute, I think they should be unhalted. LK failed at this 40-50 area again. Codex is right at VWAP. This is the strongest one out of all of them right now. We'll see how it acts at VWAP. Yeah, I couldn't see any news on AHPI. Probably gotta look at Twitter. It's probably some kind of a pump job. Now not VXX, TVIX. I'm looking for the first red 5-minute candle to initiate a swing short in it. I'm not gonna do any big size or anything. Just take a position and see if I can get any traction. There are really no 5-star setups out there right now. So everything I do is, you know, not with big size. Didn't Tilray report? Or they're gonna report tonight? Yeah, they're gonna report tonight. Okay. Codex failed at VWAP. Clean fail at VWAP so far. APT's bouncing a bit. I'm not gonna short it now. I really want this thing bounce back to, you know, low mid 20s. AHPI. This one frustrated me on Friday too. It just got halted after the first 1 minute candle. This one too, it needs to go back to like low mid 20s at least for me to short it. Oh, okay. Hands-free sanitizer. All right. That's why it's going higher. Oh, so they're actually making money off this product. That's a good sign. Damn, if I just had known this before the open, I would have bought the opening range highs. Okay. Maybe there will be a setup later in the day. Codex wants to retest VWAP. Why is Codex so strong? Damn, Codex is gonna stop me out. Maybe. Okay, it failed at VWAP again. Let's see. Twix is trying to build his first 5-minute red candle. Damn it, I didn't have any borrows for Twix. I had to chase some on Twix. Super annoying. I did a tiny starter. IBIO failed at VWAP. I'm not gonna trade it. Maybe there will be a trade on these Corona stocks later in the day. Midday or late day. Trill would have been nice out of the gate. And now it's all a waiting game as usual. It's all about waiting for the spots. SCDG is incredibly strong. And also this EMPH. These are two of the strongest stocks in the market right now. But I don't think we are out of the woods yet. Oh, mRNA is taking out highs of the day. Interesting. Maybe in a couple of days we get another reshort on it. OMI. Interesting. I did a bunch of this OMI in case it wants to go crazy. Codex is really failing hard at VWAP. It just keeps failing and failing here at VWAP. AHPI taking out lows of the day. Of course it is. APT getting rejected, putting in lower highs. IBIO rejected at VWAP again. Maybe I was a little bit too cautious on these Corona stocks today. I guess I should have been more aggressive. I don't know. I have Codex. I have a bunch of Codex that's holding up the best. Of course it is. I've built up a position of 42,000 shares of this Codex. It got rejected again at VWAP. We'll see what happens there. 60. AHP, I'll take it off my watch. I don't want to look at it. APTN, very thin stock. I don't know why it's up. Is it a Corona related name? Let's see. Oh, Codex, nice. Finally. Oh man, this APT could go to like 12 bucks today. Oh, disgusting. Literally, that's no, okay, maybe 13, say 13 bucks. That's an nearest resistance, support. Space got rejected off the VWAP also. Huh, this Twix actually bounced off this yellow line here. Interesting. I'm fully prepared to get stopped out of my starter. Because I think we will have a bounce in the indices, but I think that bounce will fail. And I think we are gonna retest the lows from Friday. I think we are. DXR is back near highs. Ultra thin stock. Wow, Trill is now down over $1 from its opening range lows. Damn, shouldn't have. I didn't see a lot of volume in it, but it could have been partly because my platforms were lagging. They've been lagging the past 2 days. Very annoying. Not happy about it at all. Codex is still holding up the most. JD is near its highs again. All right, I'm probably not gonna do a lot of things for now. I am potentially looking to add more at Codex if it breaks this $15 area later. If it can go sideways here for another 30 minutes, half an hour, put in more lower highs below VWAP and then break 15, I think it could have a flush similar to what happened on Friday, but not as big of a move down obviously. But HPI maybe in a few hours if they set up nicely. Other than that, I'm definitely not gonna look at any longs today. Just don't think there's anything there. But this NIO is holding up really nice. It's still inside of its flag pattern. I can't believe how well this thing is holding up. And LK also really good looking, but not for today. Not for today. NVAX had an ATM, which made it to gap down, unfortunately. I hope this NVAX would go to 20 plus today, but they had this ATM offering, so that sucks. What is this thing? Another Corona related mover. No, wait, what? This is wrong. Oh, Codex! Nice. I can't believe this thing was 22 bucks pre-market. I can't believe it. So stupid. incredibly stupid. Okay, Twix, I got stopped out of my small starter. The higher it goes, the better. IBIO is actually building higher lows intraday. That's interesting. Let's see if we can reclaim VWAP. BSOX is another Corona-related stock. Looks pretty good. Yeah, exactly. It's very frustrating. You know, it would have been so much better if this APT. Like, this thing was at 27 bucks pre-market. It would have been awesome if it could have opened there. Then we would have had like $10 of downside intraday. But there could be a trade there. It is building lower highs, and you know, if it breaks this 16, you know, there could be a trade there. This thing could trade down to 13, 12 bucks today. I do, but there was no volume in pre-market. That was in early pre-market. There's no volume there. But yeah, I do sometimes trade pre-market. I do. Be time to lower my Tesla stop. Look, if there had been more volume on AP, I would have shorted it pre-market, but it was very thin, very thin. Hard to do more than 1,000 or 2,000 shares, and I want to do at least 10, 20,000 shares. So it's kind of hard to trade it, you know. But I did trade some Codex because that was much more liquid. I managed to short 17,000 shares pre-market on Codex. This APT is intriguing. Just look at the chart. Just it can't come up for air. If it breaks this 16 area later. Could be interesting. AHPI is already hitting lows. I think this APT may follow suit. I did a starter on it. Gonna use a dollar stop. Okay, now it's perking up, of course. If it starts taking out the 16 later, I may add more. Yeah, these things are really losing their volume now. You know, I wouldn't be surprised in a few days these things are, gonna be dead. APT and AHPI and Codex and all of these. They're gonna have less than half of Friday's volume probably. A lot of things are fading from the open. A lot of things. This is like watching paint dry, considering the action on Thursday and or like most of last week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. A lot of action. And Monday too. This is like really like watching paint dry. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. It's kind of addicting when a lot of things move a lot, you know. It's kind of addictive. It always gets difficult when things calm down. Wow, AHPI down 40% and it's halted. Oh man, this APT, this thing goes to 12 bucks today, I think. I have a 10,000 share starter. I'll do another 10 if it takes out. If it loses 16 or so. $16 area. APT. I'm getting stopped out of my starter. Okay, I got stopped out of my starter on APT. Looks like both Codex and APT are firming up a little bit here. But I will add back if I see a good setup. Okay, in hindsight, I see it now. It's been building higher lows on the 5-minute chart. I didn't see it. I did not see that. Oh, I don't think I answered your question, did I? TTMP. Look, the entry was much lower. The entry was opening range highs. Now it's already up 65% on a day. It needs to go sideways if you want to buy it. Okay, DXR is giving it up. Oh, okay, it failed at VWAP. This thing is so thin. I would have traded it if it wasn't this thin. Codex is kind of going sideways. I wouldn't be surprised if Codex falls back below 12 today. So even though I'm short a bunch of shares, I'm still watching this $15 area for later. Right now it's building higher lows intraday, something to keep in mind. But I'm willing to add more size later. I think AHPI is really a proxy for what this Codex could do. So far it's holding up, but man, if those bidders go away, this thing has a lot of downside. IBIO, yeah, it's holding below VWAP for now. You know, it could go either way. And I would love to see this thing go to, $4 or $5 or something. That would be great. Right now I just don't see an edge in it. But yeah, it is holding up so far. It had some insane pullback on Friday. It went down 56% intraday in like an hour. And then it bounced 78% in like, 15 minutes. Insane volatility. Just absolutely nuts. Wow, mRNA is starting to speed up a little bit. Holy shit. APT is back at VWAP. My Corona pump watch list is getting big. 40 names now. 40 names have been pumped as Corona plays the past month. Pretty incredible. Yeah, nice trade. I got back a starter on Twix. I'm just, I'm positioning for a short-term market bounce. But I think that bounce will fail. But I think we will bounce potentially a bit higher. And that's what I'm positioning into with TQQ and long and Twix short. But it's not like I'm doing any crazy size on these. Since these are not 5-star setups, CPHI is a little bit intriguing. Oh, Codex, down candle, nice. I'm a little bit intrigued by the CPHI. This one looks like it really could go. But where? It reclaimed VWAP. I'm gonna start stalking for an entry on this CPHI. Because if they have that hand sanitizer thing that's selling really well, you know, they're actually gonna make money off of this or all of this, which makes it a legit stock. So APT got rejected off the VWAP, but it's still building higher lows intraday. So it kind of needs to break this uptrend for me to be short it. HBI opening a short here? Well, I mean, I think it's gonna go to, you know, sub 10 in the next few days, but I would not open a short here. Like, why would you want to short it here? I don't get it. It's in the middle of a range. Bought CPHI? Yeah, it bounced off VWAP again. You know what? I'm gonna buy a starter on CPHI. Nothing crazy. I'll buy a starter, 50k shares, and then we'll see. Then we will see. Obviously, I'll add more. I'm just a little bit intrigued. I'm gonna use less than a 10-cent stop on it. VXRT. I mean, look, it's hitting new lows. I mean, there's no point in buying it here. I mean, no, I would not touch this thing. It's going down. Never buy stocks that are going down. Unless you're a long-term investor. But as a trader, don't do it. Yeah, don't buy stocks that are going down. I'm telling you something, this SDGR is not going away. Citron pumped this thing a couple of weeks ago and it's still holding up really well. Holding up really well. Okay, Twix is starting to work here and CPHI is so far building lower highs, which is not a good sign. Codex has a new range here at 1450 area. It's been building lower highs. I think there will be a flush coming. You know, a couple of dollar flush. Yeah, APT, I see it. VSTM. Oh my god, no! Oh, it's literally up. It's up like 60% since I sold it last week. I can't believe this. Like last week, I just can't believe last week. Like I sold Codex, it went up another 100% or more than 100%. I sold APT, it went up another 100%. I sold this. What's the name? VXRT, right? I sold that one. Went up another like, okay, not that much, maybe 30%. I sold VSTM. It went, well, now it's up 60% from when I sold it. Like, I can't believe, like last week was just something else. I've never seen any, well, I've seen something like it before. Like the Mariana craze was pretty sweet too, but, oh, JD taking out highs. Oh, I'll do another scan, then I'll cut the stream. TTMP is fading back now. A lot of stocks are holding up fairly well. Damn, so many stocks are bouncing today. CPHI has been building higher lows. It's holding above VWAP. I'm actively looking for another add point on it. IBIO, yeah, it's cracking now. It makes me think, you know, these things are cracking one by one. I'm actively looking to add even more on Codex. I'm short 40k shares. I covered up a bunch into flushes, but you know, that 1460 break maybe ish, because it's still building lower highs. It's Codex, you know, it looks like it may flush nicely, and APT also. I think mid-late day both of these things can have big flushes. So I'm trying to position correctly. I would love to add some size on APT. This thing has easily room to like low 13s today, and you know, Codex has room to, I don't know, $12. Well, it's all relative. You know, I paid for some borrows today on API and Codex and APT. It's maybe a couple of thousand, nothing crazy. It was worse on Friday. On Friday, I think I probably paid like, I don't know, 10-15k in borrows. I am short Twix. Nothing crazy. Like on the way up, I was constantly long like 10,000 shares of Twix. But now I only have 3,000 shares. Now that I'm short, I just don't have any super conviction. It would be nice if it works out, but I'm not super excited about it. Oh, CPHI. Okay. Maybe if it dips a little bit, I'll add more. I'll add another 50,000 if it dips a little bit. Oh man, APT. Yeah, it's just building lower highs. Taking AHPI off. I don't want to look at it. Okay, Codex. Oh yeah, nice. Wow, EVBG is super strong. This thing really didn't care about the market sell-off. Codex, I'm covering on the way down. I think this thing could go to like sub 10 in the next few days. I think it's a matter of time before AP follows suit. APT is still building lower highs. Yeah, Codex, I would have it overnight. Absolutely. If it closes weak, absolutely. And if all of these other ones like APT and AHPI and these ones. It feels like there's a flush coming. Just like on APT, I think we're gonna have a big down candle. But the difference with Codex is I actually have some pretty decent size on it. I think we're gonna get a down candle to red, to sub 13 soon. Or maybe not. I hope you have great success in your trading, and I will see you tomorrow. You'll get to your first million. You'll get there, trust me. And after you get to your first million, the second million will be easy. Trust me on that one. As long as you don't fuck it up. It all depends on you. Just focus on price action, focus on what the market is doing, what the market is trying to tell you.